Yeah, I think every start to a season is like the best thing to look forward to. A lot of different things this year than in the past. Being able to play with the people that I'm playing with now, like we have the same core group, but there's a couple added people that make it even more exciting. Like I have been waiting for the day that Sydney Burzon plays or pitches against another team. I am dying for that day. I think we're just excited to start going against other teams. The scrimmages against each other, they're getting rough. We're knowing how to pitch to each other now. We're finding our weaknesses, but we'll be able to work those out by the time season starts. So.
Can you tell the fans about the pitchers, the talent that you guys are bringing to the circle this year?
Yeah, so everyone knows Kilponen. She's been a big name lately, or her whole career. But having Ailey, Sydney, and Emma come in, they all bring something different. Sydney has so many pitches, so much movement, so many speeds. It's crazy. Really hard to hit off of. And Ailey's just been dominant out there. She looks really good, really strong. Emma has a really nice drop ball, all these other pitches. I'm excited to see Ray and Emily too. So they're two returners. They did a little bit last year, but I think this year their role will be way bigger. And I'm excited to see what they can do.
Your infield, you guys feel pretty confident. You're bringing back a lot of talent. You're bringing back a lot of experience on the field. You guys just kind of feel like you can get to anything?
Oh, yeah. We always make a joke, me and Danica, third and short. We're like, oh, no ball's getting through the 5-6 hole this year. It's something we've worked really hard on, actually. So being able to have it and get it done has been huge in practice. Every time it happens, we're like, oh, yeah, nothing's getting through there. But I think that and having the players we have now that are more experienced, which we've talked a lot about, you get to work more on certain things that help better your game way more. So it's less about the little details of presenting your glove early or whatever, and you're worried about getting the ball out faster, because you don't want to rush it during the game. So being able to do that and make it feel normal has been way better.
You guys have a couple of early season tournaments. You've lived through those now. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes there's not a lot of people there. How much would big crowds for the early season tournaments spur you guys on?
Oh, I think it would make a huge difference. Especially in the cold weather, it's hard to create your own energy. And sometimes whenever the games aren't going your way, it's really hard to create energy. We do have a couple people in the dugout for that really help spark it along. Savannah Stewart's a big one. She brings us together with energy and keeps things going. But our fans are really what make it happen.
I'm really excited. I think that this is a perfect team to end my last one. I really couldn't ask for a better team and a better group to just kind of end my last one on and go into this year. I'm really excited.
There's fifth-year seniors, COVID seniors, all kinds of experience all throughout the infield and outfield. Just talk about the players behind you playing defense, the confidence you have in them.
I definitely think that we have a veteran roster, so it's really easy to go out there and play when you have people who have experience and experience things that you've experienced. Georgia Clark has been with me since day one, Georgia and Savannah, so it's kind of cool to be able to talk to them about how much we've grown, and now it's our fifth year and it's just a night and day difference compared to our freshman year. And then being able to also to grow with the senior class now technically, the Taylor, Pleasnts, Ciarra Briggs, them, it's really cool to be able to grow with them and then being able to go out there and compete.
So you came in fall of 18, a freshman in spring of 19.
Yes.
How much have you improved since then?
Oh boy. I don't even recognize myself if I was to watch film because I was completely different my freshman year. I always like to mess with Coach Beth because I came in and we always do a first day eval where she'll you go through and you throw all your pitches. And I threw all my pitches and she's like, okay, I learned you have a screwball. And I was like, no, I have a raised curve. And she's like, you have a screwball. And I was like, okay. So my freshman year was a very developmental year for me. She kind of taught me how to pitch. I just wasn't out there throwing. I'm now a pitcher. And I think that just kind of shows you how great of a coach Coach Beth is.
Can you talk about the rest of the rotation in the circle? What other talent is around you pitching?
I'm really excited for you guys to see the pitching staff that this year is going to come with. You have two amazing freshmen that came in. You have Sydney and Ailey. They are so talented and they're so good now. I can't even fathom what they're going to be come their fourth year next year. Honestly, I can't wait to see them in a month. They're just constantly growing and they're so good. And I know that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You have Ray Chafin, who is just the best competitor you'll ever meet. She just wants the ball and she's going to give everything she has every second, which I think is super cool to have. and she's been busting her butt to be a different impact for the team this year. And same with Emily Casanova. She's just really been grinding hard for like the last 2 years, and I'm really excited to see her.
Last one for me. There have been enormous crowds here at the park over the last 4 or 5 years. Just talk about how much you guys feed off those big crowds and depend on Tiger Park.
Yeah, we love our fans. I think we always have that motto, you can't be crazy, you know, and we like to be loud and obnoxious, and so it's nice when you have your fans there too, like getting in it with you. And, you know, it's honestly a big momentum shift. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the game last night, but the LSU basketball game, the women's game, they played Tennessee, and the crowd there was like insane. And that's just like what LSU is like no matter what sport it is, they're going to come out and show out for them. So we love when our fans come out and compete with us.
I think we're all super excited. You know, we always love this time of year when it comes around. It comes up so fast. In the off season, like we're working at it. We build our relationships, and like we're all super excited just to get out there to compete every single weekend, and we're just super excited to do it together.
Has patrolling the outfield at a high level been something you dreamed about in high school, and now you're kind of living it out and you're living a dream out there?
It is a dream, yeah, because I mean I am honored and proud to wear LSU across my chest, and I think following after Aaliyah Andrews, of course, one of the greats that's been here, being able to follow in her footsteps and just continue the greatness out there is awesome. And I'm just glad that the coaching staff trusts me enough to kind of lead the outfield out there.
There's been this constant continuity with the coaching staff, Lindsay, Howard, and Beth, and Quinn, and everybody else. Just talk about the continuity of that staff, how it benefits the team.
You know, I think it's just awesome how they all kind of bring something different. You know, you can go to each one of them for the same thing and they can tell you different things or advice, whatever it is, but you can go to each of them for whatever's going on in your life, and you know you can trust their advice and what they're telling you, and it's just awesome that we can have not only coaches but family. Like, this is a family softball team, and it's just awesome that we have them by our sides no matter what.
Are there a couple specific things you're looking forward to this year, whether a tournament somewhere or an SEC series? What pops out?
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the whole thing. You know, every single weekend again is a competitive game, and we don't get a weekend off like Coach said. But I mean, personally, I'm excited to go to California just because that's where I'm from and getting able to see my family. But I know a lot of us are looking forward to some of the big games too this year. So.
There's a lot of tradition with LSU softball. Is it also a dream to go to Oklahoma City to play in the World Series? Are those realistic dreams?
Yes, those are definitely dreams that we all live by. We made a vision board during our fall, and every single one of us had go to OKC this year. So it's definitely a dream of this team, and I know like if we just do it together and we put our heart out to it, that we can accomplish that goal.
Last question. Talk to me about the quality of your pitching staff.
Oh, it's just unreal. You mean like having to face them in scrimmages every week, it gets tough. Sometimes we get it one quality at bat, sometimes we don't get any, but it's just so awesome how versatile they are. Like, we have different things. We have Kilponen, we have Emma Stroud. Like, it's just crazy how different it is for everyone. So it's just huge that we have such a versatile group.
Excitement levels through the roof. I think to get this team on the field has been something we're really looking forward to since we even stepped and took the field in August. Our fall games were super fun to be a part of in October, and kind of just moving that forward and progressing. We have a lot of great opportunities even lined up in the first weekend. We get to see some really good opponents, so it'll be fun for our team to get tested in February and kind of take that into the SEC season.
So you've lived through those early season tournaments. It can be cold. Sometimes there's not a lot of people there. How much does this team feed off fans from Tiger Park, and they'd love to see a big crowd for those early season games?
Oh, we would love it. I think the fans bring out the excitement and what makes Tiger Park special. I can remember last year against Alabama, the place was packed and it was rocking, and it's like, that's what makes LSU and big games like that super special and important. And every single moment that we get a fan here, we want them to enjoy their experience and kind of just see what softball and the SEC is all about and what LSU softball is all about, and that's just playing hard and playing competitive softball.
How much has your game grown? You came in, what, the fall of 18, first year spring 19? Is it like day and night from here?
Oh yeah, where we're standing in this building didn't even exist when I got here, so that's new. I think our game has grown a bunch, even in the 5 years that we've been here with data, analytics, film, everything like that has helped kind of develop a game plan into where I want to be and where this team wants to be, and we use every single one of those things to give us a competitive edge, and kind of developing where my swing came from in 2018 to where I am now. There's a leg kick, there's a bunch of new stuff, so it's been fun.
Taylor was talking about how the infield has so much talent, so much competition coming back.
Oh, 100%. There's no gap. There's no slack anywhere on this field or even on this team. Like, the 9 who are in there could be replaced by the 9 who are on the bench at any moment. And I think that's what's kind of fun, is to get pushed in practice like that. I said this earlier, but in our scrimmages, it's like, okay, if I went in against somebody like a Sydney Burzon or Ailey Johnson or an Emma Stroud, usually you could be like, okay, I can take the day off. They're new. They don't understand their pitches, where we're at in the scrimmage. And it's like, no, it's like every single time you get up there, you're facing an SEC pitcher. And I think that's been really fun to see out of our younger girls, is how competitive they are and how much we try to push each other, even in practice.
What's it like to look over your right shoulder and see a Gold Glover in center field? I mean, I guess every liner out there, you're like, oh, I don't even need to look. She's got it.
It's been pretty fun. I did get to play with Aaliyah Andrews for 3 years, so it was kind of the same concept, where as long as it got hit in her direction, it was in the air, it's going to get caught. And I think Ciarra's the same way. She attacks every single ball like she's going to catch it. I'll be in BP and I'll hit one out there and she's shagging, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, that would have been a double in the gap, and you freaking go run and catch it at the warning track. So it's super fun to see how she approaches the game and how much she values it.